Siblings, make sure, sometimes we focus so much on the negative. Make sure that you focus on the positive as well. Make sure, don't forget the positive. I know it's really, really, really hard. One of the main things is hard to do is remain positive after a horrible situation. Remain positive after turmoil. Remain positive after being betrayed, being made. Remain positive after lies, being backstabbed, people coming against you, being gang stalked, being harassed. I know it's hard to remain positive, but just try your best to always remain positive. I'm so grateful for that. I'm optimistic as hell. People can call it delusional, call it whatever you want. I'm delusional as hell. Yes, everything will work out for me because I put out good energy. I put out good into the world. I'm doing good into the world. I'm not doing voodoo spells. I'm not manipulating energy. I'm not throwing magic towards anybody's way. I'm not trying to break anybody's spirits. I'm not trying to tell people not to pursue their dreams. I'm not telling people not to do nothing. I'm just trying to live and be me and find the true meaning of life and live life to the fullest potential, and build my, cub, my unit, my family, my everything. I, like I say, just stay positive. Find the positive in every situation. Learn the lesson. With this past situation that I experienced with the gang stalking from this girl, Cuban Link, Jamira Haynes, and Osahan Kumba, and them gathering up all these people and them gang stalking me for 2 years, that whole back and forth online. What I learned the lesson. Trust me. I'm seeing the positive in the situation. Everything happens for a reason, I feel like, and I'm blessed. I'm not going to be upset. I'm not down and out. You cannot use my past to shame me. I'm shamed. You cannot shame the shameless. So I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed of my past. It cannot ever be weaponized against me. Nothing I say or do can be weaponized against me because I can stand up in my truth. Okay, I can stand up, own up to it, and keep pushing. It's nothing to be used to be weaponized anyways. And if anyone uses it to weaponize against you, they're intimidated, they're jealous, they're hateful, and you should not associate or want that type of people around you anyways. So once you figure out persons like that, you move from them. If they're not willing to change and grow, you move from them. No one should be able to weaponize things against you, use things, blackmail you, hurt you, use things against you, use your past against you, use what you've healed from, use what you went through against you. It doesn't make any sense. Why be ashamed of the past? It's the past. You learned a lesson, you moved on. Why I'm supposed to die in the past? I'm supposed to die in what happened back then? I'm supposed to die with it? No. I lived. I'm moving on. I have so much, your opportunities are endless. There's so much to look forward to. There's so much more to learn. So much more people to meet. So much more things to experience. So why will I want to die and remain in the past or be hurt forever or be down forever? Learn the lesson and move on, siblings. Make sure you just learn the lesson. Stay proactive, stay uppity, stay positive, stay loving, stay you. Don't let anyone change you. Don't let no thing, no situation, no loss, no hurt, no nothing, they can, no loss of a child, no loss of a parent, no loss of like the closest person to you. You don't want to lose yourself. That's much more important than anything. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose who you are. Stay true to you. All right? So that's the message. That's what I want to encourage you guys, siblings. Just learn the lesson. I learned my lesson in this situation. That's why it cannot be weaponized against me. Nothing, it cannot hurt me. I'm not stuck there. I've moved on a long time ago, regardless whether people keep following me and trying to bring it on to me. I learned my lesson, and what was one thing that, I learned is not to entertain, you know, people. Watch people. Don't let anyone tie themselves to you. You understand what I'm saying? Be very particular. be very alert, and especially not online. Like, not everything needs a response online. Like, I was responding online because obviously that's where they were communicating with me with Okumba. I was responding with them online because that's where we were communicating. It was more so of like I felt like it was a private conversation that I was just publicized. So, because that's the way we communicated, because there was no other communication or any other way. All these people, like his girls that he was sent, we all communicated through social media. So I feel like, me addressing them, yeah, I addressed them. I was kind of just trying to basically highlight myself in a way and say that, look, hey, look, you see what I know what they're doing. I know their game. I know their plan. I called it out. Um, which in a way it would let people to be able to tie themselves to you. So just be careful. I just learned the lesson that you have to be very careful who you speak on, or talk on, because people can tie themselves to you, and you don't want to be tied to just anybody, especially when you know what they were doing. They were trying to scam you, or they were like doing pretense and magic and all of that, and you was calling it out. I should have kept quiet about the magic and just kept pushing. Hopefully, pray they went away. Maybe they would never dragged this long and dragged this wide. I was simply just trying to highlight myself, just speaking out loud, laughing really about the situation, making joke about it, like thinking it was so funny that this Beanie boy thought that he can really play me. Like, I already know the beginning stages of what he's doing and why he's sending these girls and his sisters to try to humble me. So I just felt like, this nigga's really trying to run this game. Like, I've been there, done that, like trying to like being cocky, bragging, boasting, like, I know what you're doing, which made them upset, which made them get angry with me, which made them want to plot on me, which made them feel like, who does she think she is? Did she just turn me down? Who she think she's just gonna try to think she's not gonna take on my game, not play with my game? So they came after me. So I should have just, especially I didn't know that he would be so immature and such an animal and such a person that wanna continue to drag it out, where now I have to really like fight for my, take you to court and stuff like that, and fight for my name, and you defame my name, so you have to like, address those things in the comments you made about me because you don't know me. Whatever we discussed and had a conversation, it was always online. It's always, and it's public, and it can be seen and is recorded. So that situation, I learned my lesson. Like, not everybody you want to go back and forth with, not every situation you want to speak on. Like, yeah, I was trying to boast, brag, or whatever. I was bored, and that was like the only thing really happening that was negative in my life. Everything else was going smoothly. I'm like in a peaceful state. Everything's fine. I'm, doing what I'm doing, pushing through, trying to make my way. And then I noticed this boy is online sending his females and his sisters to troll me because he's trying to scam me, obviously, because I already knew the beginning stages of the game, But some other people, they claimed they didn't believe, or they didn't know what I was talking about, and drag the situation out. I felt they were just offended by what I was, my truth that I was speaking as well, and they just decided they wanted to join in and attack me. That's what I feel about that organization, and why Jameer Haynes joined the Kumba, because she was obviously triggered by what I was speaking about. So I just also learned that there's people in this world can just be real hateful, and they're just real hateful and real jealous and real envious. I actually never experienced this type of strong hate from somebody, like where somebody would attack you and just belittle you for 2 years, send magic on you for 2 years. I've never experienced this length before, of strong hates, like just green eye jealousy, just is all over, just reeking out of your pores, like the hate and animosity you have towards me. Like, I would want to be nowhere near you because I know you would want to kill me with a stare, or just, you know, take my life to just become me. That's what I see. Because there's a difference between jealousy and envy. Jealousy is the person just jealous of what you have or whatever. Envy, the person wants to be you. The person wants to become you. The person wants to take wants to take everything that you stand for and what you are thriving for and pushing for your ambition, everything, and become you. That's envy. So I see envy. I don't even see jealousy. That's the truth. So I kind of traumatized that, that's the lesson I learned, that people can really be so envious and so envious, so hateful. So you have to be careful. You have to stay prayerful. You have to be discerned. Use your discernment and your intuition and stay true and stay firm on it. Even if no one that is around you want to believe you, they think you're crazy, stay firm and stay away from the person that you feel wants to take your life, is after you, because they keep sending attacks towards you. Stay away from them. You understand what I'm saying? Avoid them. Don't try to address them. Too much. That's also, I learned a lesson. Like that's why I personally decided, no one ever told me anything. No one can tell me anything to archive or delete anything on my page. I archived and deleted most of the videos on my page because I was tired of going back and forth with them. I was tired of entertaining them. It's boring, it's lame, it's whack, it's repetitive. It was just like a waste of time. So I didn't want to put no more energy and time into that. And I didn't want it on my page. I wanted to obviously see myself when I go on my page. So I didn't want to see audios. I keep that for YouTube. That's why, I'm here bringing down breakdowns a little bit, speaking on it a little bit, just because the full stories will come out in other ways and other avenues. And I feel like that will be much better, that I can just be on YouTube giving little bits and pieces here and there, using it as using what I learned and ideas and stuff to write messages and give messages to my siblings. I really just really grateful for everything. I'm learning learn the lesson. I got a new venture out of everything. My confidence, is still high. Um, Learn never let anything break you. Like the more they trying to break you is because it was just like boosting me more. Like it was like, yes, I'm on the right path. I'm doing the right thing. I did the work, keep doing the work. That's all it just kept telling me, was keep doing the work. It just gave me so much more ideas. It just gave me so much more drive and push, saying that, hey, damn, you really did it. You're really doing it, and keep doing it, So I encourage my siblings, keep doing it. Stay positive, learn the lesson, in every situation. I learned, those two situations: don't engage much with people, especially the opposite sex. You don't want them to tie themselves to you, lie on you, defame your name. Someone that you don't know, never, only seen once, is now made this mockery, made this thing online, made this whole big thing that they've known you, and made things seem what it's not. And it's crazy, and all because you entertained at that time. So I learned the lesson. Even though I was just bored trying to play, and I stopped. I stopped for a while, and these people kept going, and I didn't. I ignored them. I ignored them because I see they kept trying to bring it back up. I'm like, these people just want to play again. I was just playing and entertain y'all, and I was done. I'm done with that. Like, y'all still trying to keep bringing it up again. He's sending emails just to try to get reactions, doing anything to get my energy, my reaction online. And I just felt it was so weird. I'm like, this is like becoming like a parasocial type of relationship. Do these people feel like they know me? That's another lesson that I learned, that you don't want to be too much on this social media app, too much online, because you don't want people to feel like they know you. Familiarity brings disrespect. I know that. That's one thing that I'm very big on. So I also don't want these people, they don't know me. So, and I feel like I don't know if they think because we're online together, they know me. They don't know my daily routine. They don't know what I got going on. They don't know my life. They don't know nothing. So it's just weird that they just keep talking about me, talking, gossiping, trying to change people's opinion and views on me, and trying to make me look like this angry, jealous, overreactive person, and or aggressive. That's what I'm getting, because from the actions and what is happening, I'm like very intelligent. I'm not dumb. Like, obviously I see what's happening from the actions and what's been taking place for throughout this time. I'm seeing that is someone trying to prove me or make me look like what I'm not, because of one situation of me, going back and forth with somebody online jokingly, and I stopped months ago, it was like 2 years ago, and a person is trying to take that narrative and run and bring it on to millions of other people online that had nothing to do with the situation. You understand? You're trying to like make them do replicate what you were doing and what me and you were doing, and the joke going like in back and forth. Like, why would you make thousands of other people do the same thing? Or what are you trying to prove, and try to make me fight those thousands of people, get into it with them at a time? Once or twice they're doing it, they don't know any better, people just telling them to do it, so they're doing it. After you repeatedly doing it, now I know that you're just trying to be mean, nasty, just like the person. You resonate with that person that you're posting for. You understand? Because there's no reason. I'm not saying anything to you. I'm not doing anything. So why are you coming at me? Why you keep posting? Why you keep following behind me? Why you keep taunting me? So clearly, I just feel like you're a nasty person, like Cuban, Jimmy Haynes, and Okumba, and that's why you're taunting me with them. You understand? Because I'm not doing anything. You understand? I'm not saying anything. The situation happened in 2024 between me and Kumba literally for 2 months. It was online. It's not something that it was dragged out for like 6, 7 months online. It was like 2, 3 months or four. Like, I wouldn't say I never communicated with them long enough online. I stopped. I moved on from the situation. It was only online we communicated. So why try to bring that same, keep reliving the situation, bringing up the past with thousands of millions of peoples? You're just trying to prove, try to make me react, make me angry, just try to keep reminding me of the past. The only thing that's upsetting me is that you keep bringing up the past. That's the only thing that's upsetting me. And you're trying to make me dislike people that I don't even need to dislike, or make people have animosity towards each other. You're causing problems. What I see is that the girl Jamara Haynes is a troublemaker. She's a problematic person. I don't want to know someone like her. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's starting trouble. And I don't want to be around. I'm not a drama person. People know me. I stay away. I avoid people because I want people to avoid me, because I don't play games. And a lot of people are out here playing games. Look at this. This is stupid games. Who would do this to themselves? You understand? So I hope they learned the lesson, because I learned the lesson. Like, some people are just silly. They just put themselves into unnecessary drama, like to gossip. And I'm so grateful, because when I was growing up, my mom used to always listen to my phone conversations at the door. And I used to get mad, and she said, Cynthia, stop gossiping. Da da da. It's not God. No, man. She would give me so much advice. And I'm so grateful for those advice today, because it like cautioned my conversations. It cautioned how I spoke. It cautioned how I moved in life. And I grew up to not be that type of person to like gossip and try to like tear somebody down or bring somebody down. I don't want to bring anyone down. I like to keep it real with somebody. Hey, I don't like what you're doing, or hey, I feel like what you're doing is not really gonna help you, benefit you, or whatever. I like to keep it real with them. I'm not tearing anybody down. You're not trying to help anybody. You're not trying to help anything. You're just trying to make people angry, trying to make people look like what they're not. You're trying to drag something, a situation that's long. So what I learned is that people can be so hateful. People can be so crazy. People can be so possessed and consumed. The spirit can consume them to try to destroy you. So like I say, it just confirmed. I learned a big lesson. Like, it just strengthened my beliefs in Christ, Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian, full Christian. I go to church, Pentecostal church, used to my whole life, ever, all the time. I don't believe in anything but God. So it strengthened my belief in God. It strengthened my faith in God, honestly. So the lesson was, keep believing in God and keep believing in Him, and just, stay positive, because people would try to tear you down. People would not want you to reach your goals, reach your abilities, So just stay the course, like stay the course, siblings, stay the course. I learned that that's the things that I learned, like, and don't let it break you, you know, what the rumors people say does not matter. Sticks and stones can break a bone. My dad used to say that to me. So that also helped me. All those things that my parents taught me also helped me get through the situation. And just, I want to encourage siblings, like, people will try to break you, tear you down, use tactics, because they're malicious, they're hateful. Don't let it break you. Do not let it move you. Do not let it stop you. Just be patient and trust in God that He'll fight your battles. You don't need to do anything. He got you. Stay faithful to Him. He got you. Trust me. Time will tell. Time exposes everything. People will expose themselves before trying to destroy you. So don't fight. Don't try to move. Don't be nothing. Don't be too fast in anything you do. Take your time. Be patient. Let people expose themselves. All right, siblings?